Hi guys, so I'm back. I finally made another video. I did the smoky purple eye that you guys said you wanted to see. I know I haven't made a video in a really long time, but I'm gonna try to do it, so I hope you guys enjoy this. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm setting my eyelids. I'm gonna go in with the Morphe palette, the 350. I'm using the orangey shade there, and also another one that's lighter than that to use it as my transition shade. I'm mostly putting that outside and moving it forward in. I'm making sure I'm blending out all the edges really well, so I'm making sure I take my time and blend everything out seamlessly. Then I'm doing the same thing to the other side. I start in the outer corner and bring it in towards the inner corner. Then to put more depth into this look, I'm going to go into my Sweet Peach Too Faced palette. I use my two favorite shades called Puree and Summer Yum. I usually use this for all my looks, but the same thing, I'm doing it outer corner to inner corner, but I do this one more specifically in areas where I want, and I try not to spread it everywhere. And I'm also using a different brush. I'm using a Wet n Wild blending brush. It's smaller and it helps me get more detailed with my look. Instead of blending it everywhere, I put it specifically in my crease. Then I make sure everything's blended out really well, so I go back in with that same brush and blend both of those shades in together because I can see there's like a harsh line in between them. I went ahead and did the same thing on the other eye. I'm making sure it's blended. Most of this video I'm showing a lot of blending. I really want to show how much time I actually spend blending because I feel like that's what really makes it look. And then I noticed it was darker on my right side of the eye, so I went ahead and added more color to the left side of it. So once again, I go into the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette and I'm using the shade Delectable. That's when I'm going to pack on all my lid. To pack on this purple color, I'm using a flat shader brush. I believe it's a Wet n Wild brush. I'm just using that and packing it all over my lid. Also, as I'm packing it, I'm also trying to blend it out because there are some rough edges. And as I'm packing and blending, it helps it all mix in together really well. And once again, I go in with that same Wet n Wild blending brush and I'm making sure everything's blended out really well because I see that there are some rough edges again. To intensify the color, I use a different flat shader brush, and I went ahead and used the MAC Fix Plus and I added it on there, and now the color is wet. I kind of like this step, but I really didn't because in some areas it made it kind of patchy. To highlight my brow bone, I use the Smashbox Shape Matters palette. I use this light shade on there, and it's my favorite one to do my highlight with. For eyelashes, I'm going to be using my favorite eyelashes that I've been loving so far. They are the Dodo lashes in number D105 Mink lashes. For foundation, I was actually trying out the Fenty Beauty foundation. This is shade 300. I felt like it was really dark, but then again, I really like the undertone of this. It's really yellow. To highlight my under eye, I am using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I'm using this really light shade. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll make sure to put it in the description box. To contour my face, I am using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I am using the shade Toast. To contour my face, I am using this brush I found at TJ Maxx. I love going to TJ Maxx. They always have a lot of good makeup products there, and they're really affordable. I got this for like $2. To set my under eye, I am using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm using the lightest middle one. I really like that one because it has like a yellow undertone to it. For my bottom lash line, I'm using this blending brush and I'm using the same shades I used in the beginning and making sure everything blends out with the top. And to darken this look up a little bit, I went in with another brush that is a little bit more defined, and I'm making sure to add a deeper color there. And to set my eyebrows, I'm using this like Mexican mascara thing. It's called Lash Black by Apple, and it's the clear one, and this works really good to set my eyebrows, and it's also only like $2. And that same brand, I'm also using one of their mascaras. This is my favorite mascara, and I'm just applying it to my bottom lashes. To highlight my inner corners, I'm using the same shade I used to highlight my brow bone. To bronze my face and give more contour to it, I'm using the Shade and Light palette in the medium shade. To highlight my face, I'm using my favorite highlighter. This has been my favorite highlighter for like a year now. It's the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Illuminating Powder. It's really expensive, but I really like it. It fits really good with my skin tone. It's like a goldeny color. To prep my lips, I'm using this lip scrub, and I'm just scrubbing off all the dead skin and all the extra foundation that stayed on there. And for my liquid lipstick, I'm using the Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick. This shade is Queen Bee. To lighten my lipstick, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Gloss. This shade is Butterscotch. I'm just putting that in the center and I'm blending it out with my finger. This gives me like the perfect nude pinky toned lipstick. So this is the final look. It's a purple smoky orangey eye look. I will be making more videos, so I will try to post more as soon as I can. I will be making more vlogs and more makeup tutorials and anything else you guys are suggesting. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.